shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now the Mavericks with it. Here's Marjanovic. No good off the back of the rim. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington. Lillard's got the opening field goal of the game for the Trailblazers. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic with the bucket. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. Will be a fun matchup to watch.
To the middle, it's stolen by Marjanovic. McCollum against Richardson. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact. I mean, he stays strong and gets his finish.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. The double clutch. Right side, Covington. Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. Drills the three-pointer.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Marjanovic. Count that one.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard outside. To the paint. Here's Covington. The three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Richardson right side. To the wing right side. Here's Marjanovic. Misses from short range. Portland trailing here.
And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Hardaway against Jones. Hardaway passes to Powell. Over Anthony. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Shoots over Redick. From outside the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas leading by 3. Powell inside. Anthony on him. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Powell against McCollum. Great D that time from Redick.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the inside. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Here's Simons, covered by Reddick. Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Reddick surveying the D. Pass to Brunson. Porzingis kicks to Reddick. Off target with the open look.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. To the middle, here's Powell. A shake. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Anthony. Good. Nice job down low. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Brunson, no good. And here are the Blazers.
But, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he could carve a role out on this team.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Knocked loose. Burke the pass to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that part.
To the paint. Here's Richardson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. For Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Back to Marjanovic. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard against Doncic. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Doncic against Lillard. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Doncic against Lillard.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Drains the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. And he commits the intentional foul. Dallas leading by 8. Here's Doncic. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
McCollum dishes to Covington. McCollum kicks to Lillard. To end the run. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
McCollum, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And 2 shots coming up at the line. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original, and that does it for the first half of play. The Mavericks on top.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Doncic against Lillard. Nifty move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. It's good.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Doncic right side. There's the pass to Finney Smith. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Marjanovic, and he makes good on the layup. Marjanovic has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Lillard gets it to go.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Burke finds Redick. Back to Burke. Now Doncic. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And it's good to see McCollum working on becoming a better defender, using his quick hands to wipe the ball away.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Burke looking over the floor. Back to Doncic. It's blocked. They recover it. Cauley Stein passes to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The shot's good from Kanter.
You have to admire the assertiveness. Kanter not even thinking about it. He's just firing off the catch.
Feeds it to Powell. Pass to Brunson. To the right side. Burke dishes to Powell. Back to Burke. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Here's Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Burke finds Brunson. Back to Burke. Passes it to Brunson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Dallas shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the technical free throw is good. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell lays it up off the glass. Powell's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
That's a 2 from Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Powell, no one around him. They get it back. The shot's good from Kanter.
Toughness and energy on the boards and an easy putback to show for.
Here's Burke. Off target from outside. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Derek Jones is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Kanter kicks to Powell. Kanter against Porzingis. Kanter's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 16. Over to the left wing. And here's Richardson outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Anthony. Basket good.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
It's Richardson on the wing. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Powell, the pass to Carmelo. Can't cash in from close range. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 14. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Enes Kanter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Back to Brunson. A 3-ball. Dallas again missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. and Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Richardson against McCollum. With some arc, it's rebounded by Porzingis. Dallas leading by 12. And Doncic, here we go. And that one is good. And that's 11 points for Luka Doncic.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. And here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard looking around. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Doncic dishes to Richardson. From past the arc. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard against Doncic. From deep. And it's Lillard missing. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 15. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, the impressive reach on display. Covington has a strong feel for when he has to go for the alley-oop.
Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. On the wing, Doncic. Over Lillard. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Portland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And Portland making a change here. Kanter's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Nobody near Lillard. Buries it from three-point range.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The Maverick shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Back to Doncic.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Up again. And Cantor able to finish.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Out to Hardaway. Now, here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the lock.
Well, guys, I'm very...
You've certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 spot. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Here's Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's McCollum with the drive. Right wing. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
George up top. He's guarded by McCollum. A nice shot by George.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
McCollum finds Nurkic. The shot by Lillard wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 5.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Now here's Zubac. The 3 from George. Rebound by Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's George following the score by Damian Lillard. Launches a 3. And it's George missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
And the rejection by Zubac. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
McCollum outside. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Powell kicks to Lillard. Portland needs to get off a shot, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCullough. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Kennard is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Beverly in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Rondo, and he's good on the three ball. Rondo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
He's covered by Rondo. And the rejection by Cousins. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And too long on the shot. Rondo with the steal. Takes the 3. Here's Cousins. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Anthony against Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Jones. Ball's knocked loose. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Second shot opportunity. Great positioning on the putback.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Rondo wide open, and it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 4. And there's the pass to Kanter. Rondo finds Cousins. Here's Batum. Passes it to Beverly. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. Little, he's checked in for Portland. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. On the wing, Jones. Inside. Here's Simons. Launches a 3. Batum grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 4. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson misses. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. And Cantor throws it down.
And Cantor is a solid athlete now. This guy, a determined driver who can get to the rim with those long strides.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Pass to Cantor. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Back to Cantor. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Little kicks to Jones. From deep. That shot off. And so it's Portland holding on to it. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. A nice shot by George.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Cullen passes to Powell. Here's Covington. Banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nobody near George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Trailblazers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Powell for 3. He can't hit that time.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Jackson against McCollum. He kicks it to Lillard. And the officials call a traveling violation. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Rondo. Cousins, they grab their own miss. He feeds it to Batum. Fires the 3. Rondo's shot is off.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Beverley against Lillard. Beverley, the pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Kept alive, Cantor. Tries again. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. Portland again missing. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Beverley. Here's Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Batum with the steal. Here's Rondo. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. Gets a hand on it. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Rondo passes to Batum. An emphatic LU jam.
He is just brilliant in that pick and roll. Rondo does a great job of cutting passes through the porous defense.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. From deep. And with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the basket by McCollum.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Knocked away. Stolen by Cantor. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball.
And unfortunately,
Arm assist of the game.
and I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
And here's Morris for 3. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Leonard. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one's on Anthony.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor, and Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Right at the free throw line. Nurkic can't hit.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. Portland grabs the miss. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. That's a 2 from Lillard. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson. Portland leading by 12. Lillard with it. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Gets it to fall from the right block. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And it's Covington atop the key. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And stolen by Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Over George. Portland no good that time either. Clippers trail by 10. There's the lob to Jackson. Covington with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Powell with the steal. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Down low, trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. He doesn't hit that one.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
It's stolen by Morris. Outside Jackson from downtown. But they'll get another chance. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Lillard the pass to Covington. And Jones has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Inside. Powell pitched to Nurkic. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Nurkic. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Oh, Leonard in position. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Here's Giles. Zubac's defending. Stolen by Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season, was coming off an injury, and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's George after Luka Doncic's bucket. And George, here we go. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got his second basket.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Richardson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him.
George against Richardson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson passes to Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Zubac. Offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked. Confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Doncic against Jackson, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. Doncic finds Porzingis, and he hits the bucket. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Richardson, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Here's Doncic. Here's Cauley Stein on the wing. Doncic passes it to Cauley Stein. Stolen by Jackson. Porzingis with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Cauley Stein. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And George, here we go. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
George with the ball. Out defended by Cauley Stein. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rondo passes to Cousins. Chalk up 2 there.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Now, here's Doncic. Batum with the steal. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Powell hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Now, here's Kennard. Burke covering. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Dallas with it. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Batum, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the pass to Powell. Here's Burke. Now, Marjanovic. Clock at 4. Over Cousins. Here's Powell, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Beverley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Trey Burke. Brunson against Beverley. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. Outside Hardaway. Cousins against Kleber, and he drops it in from the low post. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Kennard for 3. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Powell. From past the arc. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Now, here's Beverley. No good from Cousins. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Burke in for J.J. Redick. Here's Powell. Now Hardaway. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Burke. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Marjanovic. Powell trying to free himself up. Marjanovic, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Powell with the steal. Brunson against Rondo. Back to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Outside Rondo. Back to Zubac. Pass to Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Here is Rondo after Luka Doncic's bucket. Rondo with it, now guarded by Porzingis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Clippers trail by 12. And it's Zubac atop the key. Rondo, no good. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Off target from the wing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so it's Dallas enjoying a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They were strong at both ends of the court in the second quarter. And with a 12-point lead at the half, they may be a hard team to beat tonight. Let's start with... And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Morris into the lane, misses from close range. Dallas leading by 12. Porzingis finds Cauley-Stein. Here's Richardson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Richardson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson misses.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Clippers trail by 14. Leonard attacking. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Luke Kennard in for Leonard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Dishes it to Batum. Back to Kennard. No good on the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Mavericks leading by 18. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
A shot by Batum, no good. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Reggie Jackson.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
Back to Porzingis from the line and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Here's George. The shot off that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Fast break, Dallas. The deep three from Redick. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Beverly wide open. Traps in the tray. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Beverly against Doncic. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
George looking around. High post shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 15 points.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And so it's Dallas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the small forward. Clippers trail by 18. And here's Rondo. Here's man. Outside for Rondo. And that one goes long. Dallas shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Passes to Beverly. Outside for Rondo. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the line. Here's Morris. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Morris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. And here is Burke. Now here's Powell. He's covered by Leonard. Powell, the pass to Burke. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Leonard. It's deflected. Brunson against Rondo. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Kicks it out to Leonard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 16. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Hardaway with a wide open look. They get it again. Here's Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for Burke. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson passes to Zubac. That's tipped. Brunson with it. Leonard picks him up. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Rondo dishes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
The pass to Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Leonard. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Clippers trail by 20. Oh, Morris in position. Brunson scanning the floor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's Richardson. Powell, the pass to Richardson. Stolen by Jackson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And now it's Leonard running. Here we go all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. From deep, Richardson. That one doesn't drop. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis. And with
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jones, no one around him. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. McCollum against Richardson. Lillard with the rebound. McCollum right side. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's McCollum. After Luka Doncic's bucket, out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Richardson the pass to Doncic. A second chance effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the shot goes in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's McCollum. All sorts of time. And there's Lillard. That's good. On the assist by McCollum.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Richardson with it. Now Covington defending. And that one drops.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's slammed in by Jones.
On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
Now, here's Doncic. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum against Doncic. McCollum passes to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Finney-Smith, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for McCollum. Powell against Hardaway. Anthony, no one around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the shot goes down.
Solid passer for a 2-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Simons surveying the D. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And the pass to Simons. And they get it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. Good on the second free throw. Brunson with it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Now here's Marjanovic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Norman Powell. Damian Lillard out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Doncic.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard against Doncic. Puts up a 3. Lillard misses. Mavericks leading by 4. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lillard's got 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A pass to Porzingis. It doesn't go for him.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out. No good there. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. It's tipped. Doncic with the steal. Shoots over Cantor. Doncic finds Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Count that one. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for Portland. Giles is checked in.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The free throw drops for Powell. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Redick. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Brunson kicks to Redick. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Covington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he makes both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here's Brunson. Redick for 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Pass to Lillard. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Burke. To the left side wing. A floater. Kleber, no good. Jones drives in. The three from McCollum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Pass to McCollum. Lillard from outside. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
Now, here's Doncic. It's stolen by Jones. Here's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Up top, Doncic. Defended by Jones. Doncic, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. Cauley Stein with it. Now defended by McCollum. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Richardson. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You could just see these signs from Cauley Stein about figuring some things out about where he can be effective on the floor. That time, a nice use of the pump fake.
Mavericks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And while not a huge leaper, Kanter does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. Kicks to Cauley Stein. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brunson finds Doncic. Back to Brunson. Richardson attacking. The pass to Porzingis. The feed now to Cauley Stein. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Dallas, no good that time either. And Portland with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Simons. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And now it's an 11-point Portland lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Porzingis, stolen by Kanter. And here's the fast break. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Cauley Stein kicks to Richardson. Right side, Porzingis. Second chance shot. Nice move. And it's finished off by Richardson as he lays it in. Richardson's got his first points in this one. Trailblazers leading by 11. 52 seconds left to play in the third. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum passes to Simons. Anthony in the corner. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
To the inside. Porzingis can't hit.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Covington stays with it.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Anthony against Doncic. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Simons. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Portland, they've got Powell. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's Giles. Jacks up a 3. And it's Simons missing. Mavericks trail by 12. And Redick, here we go. Misses in close. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Here's Giles. Guarded by Hardaway. Redick with a double team. Powell, no one around him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 14. Marjanovic finds Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
Jones checked in for the Trailblazers.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now here's Jones. Passes it to Powell. Nails the 16-footer. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Here's Powell. It's good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Powell, the pass to Jones. To the paint. Here's Giles. Pulls it from 20. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game. Doncic against Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Doncic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jones drives in. Here's Giles. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. Covington passes to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
On the wing, Doncic. Back to Kleber. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Jones the pass to Covington. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Porzingis can't hit. Portland leading by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Portland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for C.J. McCollum.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Trey Burke. Now here's McCollum. Lillard the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. From deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, that's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Lillard way outside. Misses there. And so it's Portland winning this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Beautiful Willamette River. It's both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Nobody near Leonard. They get it back. Another shot. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Powell, that's good.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Nurkic with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Leonard against Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Lillard outside. And the 3 off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Covington finds McCollum with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Powell's got his second bucket.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And the basket by Jackson.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Nurkic against Zubats. McCollum dishes to Lillard. To the middle. And finished off by Nurkic.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Morris. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Here's Lillard after the Clippers pick up 2. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Inside. Pass to Powell. Fires from the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the shot goes in.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Lillard against Jackson, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Here's Simons. Over to the wing. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones finds Canner. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Cantor against George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Cantor sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Trailblazers out in front, up 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
They've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Moves back up. Kanter, the pass to Anthony. Tries yet again. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Portland's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now the pass to Jones. Lobs it up for Kanter, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So both teams changing it up here. Clippers trail by 8. Beverly looking around. Over in the corner, Batum. From down in the low post, it goes. Batum's got his first points of the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Passes to Carmelo. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Batum, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Anthony dishes to Jones. Six on the shot clock. It's Jones on the wing. Portland needs to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Jones in the post. Pass to Simons. Back to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:31 left here in the second. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 10. Kennard kicks to Beverly. High post Cousins. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Trying to get something going, and the dunk by Batum.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Now, here's Cantor. Out to the wing. Simons, the pass to Cantor. To the inside, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Jackson.
Who's watching here?
27 seconds left in the first half. Here's Mann. Shot clock at 5. And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
And so it... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Kenny, how'd you... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2 spot.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Pass to Jackson. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Clippers trail by 8. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got 9.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Here's McCollum. And here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by George. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. Outside Rondo. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lillard against Rondo. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Morris. The shot by Rondo is no good.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jones, no one around him. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And here's Portland. They're on a 14-5 run here. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Rondo with another miss.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
No problems knocking that one down. Powell's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient. The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. In the corner, Powell with it. Down low. And Cantor throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. "16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Powell with it. He's got 16. Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got 13 points in the second half. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
We've got C.J. McCollum, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The offensive rebound. The pass to Powell. Here's Simons. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Beverly wide open. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers leading by 21. Covington kicks to Nurkic. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Lillard dishes to Covington. McCollum outside. In the corner, Powell with it. It's Covington on the wing, covered by Morris. Here's McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open, and the basket by McCollum.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed. Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Passes it to Powell. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Goes up again. Covington trying to break free. Morris with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Leonard. Off the inbound pass. And Jones pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Simons out left to the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
Here's Rondo. Off target from outside. Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And here are the Clippers. Here's Kennard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Anthony. Kennard against Jones. The steal, 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside for Rondo. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Kennard's shot is off. Kicks it out to Jones. Can't connect. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. Coming right up. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. 4 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. And now the Clippers on the break. He can't get that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Pass to Finney-Smith. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Doncic feeling it out. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard the pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now, here is George. Here's Morris, outside for George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Doncic against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Good on the shot. 6 points for Porzingis.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Jackson drives in. And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Doncic following the score by Reggie Jackson. Porzingis finds Richardson on the wing. Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now, here's George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And they're pushing it up.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Stolen by Jackson. From 10 feet out, Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 4. Right wing. Doncic against Leonard. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Doncic, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Zubac kicks to George. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Dallas up by 4. And And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Now here's Cauley-Stein, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Outside, Redick. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Rondo. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Rondo's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Clippers. Here's Redick. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. Rondo with the ball. From the baseline. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Inside, here's Cauley-Stein, and the rejection by Cousins. Here's Kleber. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Rondo, it's good. This game is all even. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Brunson finds Hardaway. Over Kennard. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's guarded by Cousins. Count it, good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Here is Rondo after J.J. Redick's bucket. Shoots over Brunson. Another miss by Rondo. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Cauley-Stein. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Rondo. Tries again. Pass to Cousins. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kleber kicks to Brunson. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. 1:10 left to play in the first half. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Marjanovic has got his first points in this one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
55 seconds left in the first half. Outside, George. Over Burke. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from George.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's George. "19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here we go, one-on-one. Man can't hit. Here's Marjanovic, and it is good at the buzzer. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that should...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Paul George, Marcus Morris, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Doncic right side over Jackson. They get it again. How? A second chance effort. Here's Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And Doncic, here we go, from 12 feet out. Dives for it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Zubac finds Jackson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Doncic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Doncic has got 6.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's George. Here's Morris. Outside for Jackson. Fires from deep. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the pass to Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Back to Porzingis, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And Dallas also making a switch. Redick is checked in. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And they double up Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now a 10-point Dallas lead.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Doncic against Rondo.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Richardson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Kennard up top. Richardson covering. Kennard the pass to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Doncic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic against Rondo. And Doncic, here we go. Powell finds Redick. Tipped away. Richardson outside. Back to Redick. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
So both teams making some changes here. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Floats it up for Cousins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you've got to have a rim runner, and DeMarcus Cousins filling the role beautifully.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. That one drops for him. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
That is a bad man. 6'11", 270 pounds. Good luck.
Beverly against Brunson. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Batum wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Burke. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the... And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. We've got Jalen Brunson. Also, Burke out there. Maxi Kleber is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Here's George, and good that time. George has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers. And here is Burke. Passes it to Kleber. Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. This one for 3. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to man. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Cauley Stein comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Here's Marjanovic, and the rejection by Zubac. Jackson finds Zubac. To the middle, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hardaway against Zubac. Outside Hardaway. George against Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. Good work there as it goes.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. First one falls for him.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hondo comes in for Jackson. Here's Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Doncic.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Paul George.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Rondo looking around. Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Out to Doncic. Over Rondo. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Now it's a 7-point Dallas lead. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Doncic against Rondo. 17-foot shot on the way. Out to Doncic. The pass to Richardson. Another shot. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
George, that's a two-pointer. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Doncic left side. Count it!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
It drops.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Three-pointer. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A truly... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.